Cradling is one of the most important skills in lacrosse. It helps keep the ball centered in the stick pocket and allows the player to maintain possession and control of the ball while moving on the field. Watch the following video to learn how to teach the cradle. Also pay attention to common cradling errors and how to correct them.
Hi, I'm Mary Key, Level 1, Cradling.
Cradling is the most important of the basic skills in women's lacrosse. The purpose of a cradle is to keep the ball in the stick while the ball carrier is moving quickly up the field or maneuvering through the defense. Maintaining possession of the ball is critical in the game of lacrosse. Possession usually depends upon an effective cradle. Other skills such as throwing, catching, shooting, and picking up the ball begin or end with the cradling of the ball. With practice, it will become natural and instinctive for a player to cradle the ball when she has it in her stick. Cradling is a subtle rocking motion with the stick head positioned up on a slight angle at one side of the body. The subtle rocking motion helps keep the ball in the stick. The grip is all about soft hands. Beware of the death grip, squeezing so hard that the knuckles turn white. The key is a relaxed upper body, including shoulders, wrists, and fingertips. The stick rests comfortably in the top of the palm of the hand and is guided by the fingertips. The bottom hand is the anchor. It controls the stability of the stick and is positioned in front of the belly button. The top hand is the workhorse of the cradle. The fingertips of the top hand are most important in handling the stick. It should grip the stick about a third of the way down the handle. With the stick at an angle, the top hand is positioned near the shoulder, while the bottom hand is at the belly button. Most players hold the stick at a slight angle at the sides of their bodies. The stick head is near the ear. Encourage players to turn their upper body and use their shoulders to protect their stick. Think shoulder, shoulder, stick when cradling. If a player has no defensive pressure on her, she can carry her stick however she pleases, by her waist for example, or holding it with one hand out in front. However, when a defender approaches, the player protects her stick by moving it to a more vertical position. The stick head will be by the side of her head. Each player, as she matures, will develop her own stick handling style. It's her signature. The curling motion of the fingers and wrist of the top hand should be smooth and controlled. The top hand will cradle the stick from the ear to the nose, back and forth, using more wrist motion than elbow. Emphasize a smooth rocking motion so that the ball does not bounce around in the stick. Ideally, centrifugal force keeps the ball in the top half of the stick, up by the shooting strings. Keep the upper body relaxed, with the arms loose and comfortably away from the body. A stiff, rigid cradle will lead to the ball popping out, and lots of frustration, as opposed to a smooth, fluid cradle, which will keep the ball on the stick. The ear-to-nose cradle is best whenever handling the ball, and allows players to pass and shoot quickly and efficiently. Remember, shoulder, shoulder, stick to protect the ball from defenders. Coaches should make sure players give both hands equal time at the top of the stick. The full cradle, or ear-to-ear cradle, should be reserved for dodging through defenders. When cradling, keep both arms loose, relaxed, and away from the body, not pulled in tight. The top arm moves slightly back and forth with the rocking motion of the wrist and fingers. The bottom arm holds the stick in front of the body, in front of the belly button, and controls the base of the stick. Encourage players to cradle in different areas around their body. This will help them get used to protecting the stick from a defender. This skill is covered more in Level 2. Tip: encourage players to constantly have a ball in their stick, practicing their cradle. Stick work tricks will help develop a successful cradle. Error: dropping the ball. Correction: check the elbow position of the top hand. Make sure it is neither too close to her side nor sticking out. Check the angle of the stick to make sure the player is not turning the stick too much in the cradle so that the ball is falling out. Encourage a subtle ear-to-nose rocking motion, not a big circular motion for the cradle.